And for the first time this election cycle, Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson is taking national headlines, but Johnson is in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. KTVU political analyst Brian Sobel joins me now. We'll start with the Gary Johnson scenario.
Sure.
It's important a couple different ways because there are a lot of people that were supporting him, and if you look at the polling, the support that he gets takes away primarily from Hillary Clinton. Before you talk about it, let's show everybody who didn't see it what happened to Gary Johnson during an interview yesterday on MSNBC.
What would you do if you were elected about Aleppo?
About
Aleppo.
And what is Aleppo?
You're kidding.
No.
What is Aleppo? Well, Aleppo is in Syria, and Syria is a major issue for any presidential candidate.
Sure.
How bad does this hit the candidate?
Well, maybe the caught in the headlights look said it all. It's the question you don't want to get, and he didn't know what it was. We were saying perhaps he thought it was an acronym or something else, but obviously a very important place in Syria where everything is going on. It's kind of the epicenter. So what happens, does that affect people? And I think people give candidates a pass mostly on one-offs.
Right.
If this were a continuing pattern where he appeared not to know about things.
So you think that people supporting Gary Johnson now are still going to support him?
Oh, yeah. I don't think ultimately.
difference.
No, I think they'll say, hey, you know, they'll assign it to something else. He forgot, he didn't know, but that doesn't make him a bad candidate.
Because it could make a difference if he loses support. That helps Hillary Clinton. You look at the polling, when it's head-to-head, there's different numbers than when you add the other two candidates.
Right.
And they're taking the other two, draining from Hillary Clinton typically. So
Yes.
it could be a bit of an effect.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we're looking at right now, Ted, the great undecided, which this year exceeds past years. I mean, it's at 13, 14%. So if you say on a national basis the race is 3 to 4%, 14% is a big number.
Absolutely. The other last night on NBC, they had it was basically a mini debate in that the candidates weren't on the same stage, but they shared the stage one after another.
Yes.
Anybody win that? And did we hear anything new out of it?
It was called the Commander-in-Chief Forum, and it talked about national issues, veterans issues, war in Iraq, Afghanistan. I think they basically both held their own. I thought Hillary Clinton misstepped by talking about no ground troops in Iraq. We have thousands of ground troops in Iraq, and I think Donald Trump stumbled greatly, quite frankly, especially among flag officers, generals, and others, by saying they had been reduced to a rubble. And you know that he'd come in and basically tell the generals what to do, and I don't think that'll fly in the military circles.
All right, Brian. So
Yep.
you political analysts will have many more conversations in the weeks ahead. 20 days, I think, to the first debate.
Yes, going to be exciting.